Actually, right at the beginning of COVID, like one got canceled. That with this really great songwriter from Canada who's going to come play. I forget her name, and she texted me from the road and said, it's just too scary. I'm just going to keep driving and go back to Canada. I was like, I can't argue with that. That makes sense. Yeah. So I'm going to draft all my friends and make them play with me for my 3-song set. But the story of this show, so I'm so excited to have Matt the Electrician from Austin, Texas is here. Just one of my favorite songwriters in the whole world, and also just a really kind dude. Hey, Aubrey. So Matt runs this song game thing. And a couple years ago, like 2.5 years ago, I was doing a virtual conference, and Matt I signed up for a mentoring session, and I said, I'm just not. I used to write a song a month, and I just don't write anymore, and I'm not happy about it. And Matt said, well, I do this thing. You can join my song game, and so that was 2.5 years ago. And since then, so you just get a prompt every week, and you're invited to make something and not worry about whether it's like great or terrible or what it is or if it reflects on you in any way. It's just like make a thing and use these words in it and then do it again next week. And it's really fun, and it's amazing, and it's full of amazing people. So that has, of the songs I've written since joining the song game that I really like, probably easily 2/3 of them are song game songs. It's probably more than that. And I'm gonna my little mini kickoff set will be 3 song game songs, including the newest one. Hey, Amy. I should mention the table at the back of the kitchen that has a pizza on it, thanks to Alex. Yay! And is fair, anything on that's fair game. And then the smaller fridge has both some fizzy options and some alcoholic options, or like it has some beer. So this is last week's song prompt was human scarecrow, and this is my human scarecrow song. As soon as I saw that prompt, I'm like, this one, because I don't write one every week, but I was like, this is gonna happen, and it's gonna be dark, and it was. So. I'm a human scarecrow, set out to guard this field, to make the birds think better before they try to steal. Love is a fragile harvest, hope makes a meager meal. My shirt is stuffed with straw and every fear I feel. So if you're seeking comfort, I'm here to change your mind. I'm a human scarecrow, I protect what's mine. God grew up speaking silence. Mercy was her next tongue. But everyone's best language is what we picked up young. Now everything is broken and everybody knows. Some of it's worth fixing, some's better left alone. So if you're seeking comfort, I'm here to turn you back. Yeah, if you're seeking comfort, I'm here to change your mind. Isn't what you'll find. I'm a human scarecrow. I protect what's mine. I'm a human scarecrow. Do you have a D flat? D flat. Interesting. What would be the cross harp version? It would be C sharp. It would be F sharp, G flat. Did I really like find the?
You wrong key. Wrong key.
I could do a different one, but
I did an F sharp.
yeah, we can try that.
Woohoo!
I could, but then Terry would be fine actually. If I capo up a half step, are you okay, Terry?
Yeah, whatever you need.
Okay. So that will put us from a D flat harp to a D harp, and you definitely have one of those.
Yeah.
And we'll make the guitar player transpose because they're good at that stuff. So, song prompt number 2.
You can share my
put
mic.
yourself like right here.
I don't think we'll be.
Song prompt number 2, Fairy Tale Planet. And this was one of 2 songs that when I finally got into the Kerrville New Folk contest in the year there was no Kerrville Folk Festival to go to, but you just made a video, this was one of the 2 songs that got in. So. Cinderella couldn't stand it on that bland fairy tale planet, though the princes tried to charm her at the ball. She'd much rather go out riding. Anything is more exciting than to gossip in a palace where the talk's all small. When Rapunzel dropped her hair to see if anyone was there, one young stranger climbed that ladder to her room, and they lost track of the hours playing Scrabble in the tower. When she let him down, he promised he'd be back real soon. But who will come for me? All I truly need is company to share this weather. As far as I can see, the stories all repeat. We just try to tell them better. Little pigs build sturdy houses for their children and their spouses. They know danger shows up huffing at your door, but they've learned from their adventures how to fortify against the gale force breath you get from large unfriendly carnivores.
but who will come for me? Truly all I need is company to share this weather. As far as I can see, the stories all repeat. We just try to tell them better.
Thank you. So I'm going to do one more song, and this is in, it's a little bit shifty, but it is in people's key of F, but it has like flat-sidey stuff, so I don't know. Like, if you want to try it, you can try it. It just has like the one chord that's weird, but you got good ears, so you know.
Like,
Maybe bring straight and cross. So this is a prompt that Mirabelle and I wrote a song together to, and at the time Mirabelle was not in the song game, but now she is. Yay. So this is a song called Lounge Act.
The Lounge Act has a song for you, a number they would like to croon about the roses and the moon, and how love ends too soon. Red velvet glides across the stage to match the flower in the vase. This melody was once the rage. The Lounge Act knows the tune. It's bound to fade. Might as well belt it out for the people in the room listening to you. Applause rings softly in your ear. The curtain call is drawing near. You wipe away a silent tear for songs you left unsung. The Lounge Act knows the catalog of love and loss and sing-alongs, the ones they learned when they were young across the many years. It's bound to fade. Might as well belt it out. 7 people in the room listening to you. The final page. The show is over now, so the Lounge Act takes a bow. The people trickle out.
That was nice.
Thank you so much.
That's Orange G on the harmonica. He has a great. Did you bring copies of your CD here?
I have some in my car.
He has a great new record, and Terry from Mirabelle's band. sitting on a guitar. So thanks to my friends. Now I'm going to let Mirabelle play a couple, or invite Mirabelle to play a couple.
Let me think. I'll probably. You can play this first one. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but if you feel it. Yeah, go ahead. It's pretty. It does kind of the same thing over and over again, so it's pretty. The atmospheric stuff. What key is it? B, C. Hello, everyone. I'm Mirabelle. I know some of you. I don't know all of you. That's pretty cool to play to new people. Thanks to Brad for having me at his house again. And it'll be fun to hear Matt. I've heard him virtually, but it's never the same as hearing someone live. So I'm excited to hear him live and in person. Terry's never played on this song before, but Terry's good at pretending like he's practiced a song millions of times. I don't know if this one has a name quite yet. Bury the leaders into the ground. We'll all be okay if they just stay down. Is there justice left in our brains? Or is our ignorance all just the same? Just the same. The fast track to benevolence has been twisted and squeezed. Well, if we were better, well, we cry over all these things. But our patience has been cast into a grave. Left with contention and attraction to shame and attraction to shame. A man named Cain walked these streets alone. Well, if he had been thinking, he would have hid Abel's bones. When jealousy becomes a murderous act, we'd all be convicted from the thoughts we had had. These holes we've been digging, well, they aren't nearly deep enough. The amount of sincerity, that was all just a bluff. If you're a liar, I guess I'm probably too. We're all just hoping that we've got the right truth, the right truth. the patchwork, tear down the tears. There's no use in fixing something that was never there. Place a bandage over your mouth and hope your silence keeps those leaders buried down, buried down, buried down. Thank you. That one's unnamed, but I'm like currently recording it, so I have to name it soon. That's kind of, it always takes me like a few months to name a song. I can write a song so fast, but the naming of the song always takes much longer than the actual writing. So, if you have any recommendations. This next one I'm also recording, it's called The Narrator. You can play on it if you like, so you don't have to.
I think it sounds good.
The scene starts in a bathroom. Someone's crying on the floor. Bless those who sit on this cold tile and don't care if there's an ear to the door. They said prepare for something greater, as if greater always feels good. Greater is the lukewarm bathtub, as opposed to this chilly floor. If I weren't the narrator of my own demise, would other people's turmoil still be a big surprise? Oh no, I'm a hypocrite, saying things like you'll get through this, saying things like you'll benefit from this again. The scene is in front of the bathroom mirror. The reflection, an unreliable thought. Is this what they were saying when they said, remember what you were taught? Hands are under running water, baptism by liquid fire. Is this the kind of judgment that's required to keep someone alive? If I weren't the narrator of my own demise, would other people's turmoil still be a big surprise? Oh no, I'm a hypocrite, saying things like you'll get through this things like you'll benefit from this again. So if I weren't the narrator of my own demise, would other people's turmoil still be a big surprise? Oh no, I'm a hypocrite, saying things like you'll get through this, saying things like you'll benefit from this again. Oh no, I'm a hypocrite, saying things like you're meant for this, saying things like it's different this time. If I weren't the narrator of my own demise, would other people's turmoil still be a big surprise? Oh no, I'm a hypocrite. Thank you. Yeah, Brad, if you want to sing This House with me. This is a happier song. It might not sound super happy, but it is. It's about like that. It's called This House, and it's about that feeling where you like finally found a place of warmth and like home, but you've never really felt that feeling before, so it's a little strange, and you're trying to get comfortable with it. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And yeah. Steps were quick but hesitant, and the holes in my shoes mimed that my feet were cold but fine. Till I got a view of it, those shoes turned to ashes, and your warmth wrapped around its skin. I'm familiar with this house and the ground that it's built on. Windows scream and shout, it's okay, you're home now. I'll be okay, I'll be okay now. Your steps were soft but present. The ascent was as beautiful as when I found myself at the door. Now rang, I sensed no bitterness, just a smile and a nod that left me Thank you. All right, this is my last song. It's called Wayward Meandering. At the beginning of when everything shut down, I asked a bunch of people to give me titles of songs, and then I'd write a song around that title. And I thought this was and I thought this was an especially folky title, and the guy who gave it to me was like a folk singer. He wears the wide brim hats, and he moved to Colorado. So this one's for Marshall. Yeah. Thank you for having me at your house, Brad.
Thanks for playing it.
It's a nice house.
It's nice to have it full of people listening to music. I appreciate you.
All the couches, you know.
Yeah, so many couches there.
My vices don't wake me up politely. They make sure I'm dazed, then delight in me. They all say repent, but I'm not sure if it works. Am I earnest enough? Do I even want to learn? So I'm going wayward meandering. Don't worry, I'll be back eventually. My actions have purpose. Am I supposed to figure it out? They say the bells are ringing loudly, but I don't hear their sounds. Has my prayer become static? Has my faith become weak? Would I know a divine voice if I heard him speak? So I'm going wayward meandering. Don't worry, I'll be back eventually. My feet too weak to walk, are my hands grasping the air? But it hurt me even more if I just pretend that I care. When my steps lead me outward, is it for the right reasons? Will I have to find something worth having, or at least worth believing? So I'm going wayward meandering. Don't worry, I'll be back eventually. So I'm going wayward meandering. Don't worry, I'll be back. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Is there hope for me? Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mirabelle.
Thank you.
I think we'll take a 5 or 10 minute break, and we'll be back with Matt, the electrician.
Back with
Please
Matt.
stick around for Matt if you want to grab a beverage, or there might still be pizza and such. And there's a tip jar, and that'll all go to Matt, so you can put something in the jar, which is on Matt's merch table over out there, which you should also check out the merch.
Give him all your money.
Since this is also being streamed over the interwebs, I'm going to get on this microphone and tell the interwebs people that Matt's Venmo is on the screen and they can tip him virtually. You can send Matt all your money without even coming to my house. And special thanks to Wes for doing all the video stuff and Peter for doing the audio stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. It is super helpful, and I'm really appreciative. So we're gonna get Matt up all the way from Austin, Texas, but today from upstate New York, and tomorrow the suburbs of Indianapolis. One of my favorite songwriters in the world, right here playing in my living room. Something I've wanted to happen for a long time. So I'm grateful he can be here, and I'm super happy that you guys get to hear him. And also to the people on the interwebs, glad you're listening in. And Matt's Venmo's on the screen. You can hypothetically.
Is that back? All right. Yeah? All good? Everything on? Sweet. Hey, everybody. Yesterday was string changing day, so we'll hope for the best. I did a lot of stretching, and then it just sat in the car today for 8 hours. So. I remember waiting till the middle of the night to fall asleep, falling like clutching to the sides of the boat that would carry me out into the middle of a world where there's so little left to cling to. I could hear the crickets and the ocean and the thunder and the silence ring, hiding in the shadows by the side of the road with the evergreens, waiting on the flickering broken streetlights, diamonds in the canopy. Say goodnight to all the night owls. Oh, good night. I am no early bird. I am young among the stars, and I know right where you are. I remember hearing that it was what it was when I first arrived. We all got a bridge in our brains that is running from the left to the right. Maybe it doesn't reach the land, so Grandma deal another hand of Tripoli. Say goodnight to all the night owls. Oh, good night. I am no early bird. I am young among the stars, and I know right where you are. Every Everybody says nothing good ever happens after 3 a.m. And I don't know if good is as good as the good of remembered when. When I try to close my eyes, the light that lingers shows me what I want to see. Say goodnight to all the night owls. Oh, goodnight. I'm no early bird. Say goodnight to all the night owls. Oh, goodnight. I'm no early bird. Say goodnight to all the night owls. Oh, goodnight. I'm no early bird. I am young among the stars, and I know right where you are. Oh, thank you all very much. I have a brand new record. It came out November of 2021, and but it's brand new. It's absolutely brand new. No one's ever heard it, and I have thousands of what is my understanding is now the format of the future. There was an article in Rolling Stone. They said the format of the future is it's called compact discs, and so and plus there's a delay in vinyl, so I have no vinyl of that record, but I have thousands of compact discs. So there we go. So I'm gonna play you some songs from the new record and some old stuff too, but this is another one from the new record, and this a little bit deals with the lighter side of mass extinction. I don't know if you guys are into that, but that's I think it works out for some things, not all things, but you know, I live in Texas for quite some time now, and so I know I have some friends that are like kind of prepper, survivalist types, and in February of 21, right kind of in the middle of the pandemic still, we had this big freeze there, which wouldn't have been a big freeze here. Y'all just would have been like, it's Tuesday or whatever. And but there it was very, very cold, and our power grid just collapsed, and in like the whole state pretty much. And so it was 9 degrees, and the power went out and stayed out for 3.5 days. And it got down to like 30 degrees in the house. And so after that, there were a lot of us that were like, maybe we should prepare some things for next time this maybe happens. And so, but I have friends that are like, you know, they get all that stuff. They've got the generators and all the things. And the more I thought about it, I thought, nah, like whatever apocalypse kind of comes, I think the more I thought about it, I just want to go in the first wave. Like I just want to. I don't. Right, like especially if it's zombies or something, you know. Maybe if it's just cold weather, I'll see if I can survive for a week. But so that's my that's on the record. This used to be the bottom of the ocean, all of the red rocks, all the gray rocks. I should have paid closer attention when you were talking. Don't follow me out into the canyon, across the water, into the wide open meadows with the grass so tall I'm lost in the undertow. which were the big changes. Now I'm so afraid of being afraid. Maybe I'm a fool to fly when the ground is ancient and I'm so free. See all the trees are burning. See all the roots now undercover, where the roots will survive. This place will be so cool when we're gone. Maybe I'm a fool to fly. The ground is ancient and I'm so free. And I'm so free. And I'm so free. Thank you. Yeah, all right. Some two, yeah. I don't remember stealing, but I do it all the time. I took your heart and kept it and put it next to mine. You say that I am thoughtless, but I'm thinking all the time about words I put in boxes, words that were not mine. I am no good for anybody. I am a cautionary tale. I am an accidental thief. Won't be locked up in a jail, 'cause I didn't mean to hurt you, waste all of our time. I am an accidental thief. These are accidental crimes. I'm calling you long distance. I know you hate the phone, but I need to talk about it, and I can't do it alone. I know that I feel empty. You know that I am too. And I fill up all the spaces with what I take from you. I am no good for anybody. I am a cautionary tale. I am an accidental thief. Won't be locked up in a jail. 'Cause I didn't mean to hurt you, waste all of our time. I am an accidental thief. These are accidental crimes. And I'm not sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry. I don't remember stealing, but I do it all the time. Thank you. Oh man, big thank you to Mirabelle for playing a set, and to Brad for playing some songs. It was very, very cool. They were both in the song game, and I was just thinking that would have been, had I thought it out, that would have been a great segue into a song game song, but that's not what I'm going to play, though. Actually, this one might be. I don't know. I lose track. I've been doing some level of some sort of song game for about 20 years with various different people, and so there's a good chance this is. Let's just say it is. I don't know if are any of you into like seeing 11:11 on a digital clock? Yeah. Is that, you dig that? Right? It's just positive, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. A few years back now, I started noticing it. Like one day, I was like, "Whoa! I feel like I saw a bunch of 11:11, 1:11." I mean, you can only say, I guess, 2 11:11s, but you can throw in a 1:11 if you stay up late. There's like 4 there, and so I went home and I said to my wife, "Hey, what you know anything about this 11:11 stuff?" And she was like, I mean, there's stuff out there. You can look it up. And I was like, cool. And she goes, be careful. It's crazy. Like just out there. I think she just meant the internet. But so I searched it. I Googled 11:11 and I decided right away, like all sorts of websites came up. And I was like, okay, this is probably crazy. And but I was like, I want to read something about this. And there might be a whole lot of different ideas. I just want one idea. I don't want a whole bunch of ideas. I like one idea. So I was like, I'm gonna pick a website. I'm gonna click on it, and I'm gonna read it, and whatever it says, I'm gonna believe is true. And I will use as the basis for my own new religion. So I clicked on the second website to not be super obvious, and I started reading, and it said when you see 11:11 on a digital clock, it's just spirits or angels going, hey, like that. So I was like, that's great. I like that. So I kept reading, and it said, after that, you might see like 222 or 333 or 444, so on and so forth. And what that means is that spirits or angels are going, hey, like that. So still very cool. And it said after that, you might start seeing number combinations like 1234 or 1001. And what that means is that spirits or angels are going, hey, like that. So. And there was still, like, you know where you can tell, like, how much of a website page is left, you know, where it's up here, like, you go over here. There was, like, a lot left. And I was like, I really like this, the simplicity of this concept, but I feel like if I keep reading, I'm being prepared for something, and as previously noted, I don't like being prepared for things. So I stopped right there. That was it. I was like, done. Anyway, I started a new religion. You guys are welcome to join it. That's all it is. It's just look at a digital clock, and it's a spirit or angel going, hey. And I see it a lot in my car, and I have no idea if it's like, hey, look out for that other car, or like, hey, you're doing great. I don't know which of those two things it is, and so I feel like it's a case-by-case basis for that. So I've been on the road for a couple of weeks now, and I was driving through like the Berkshires, like that kind of whole area, and up in the Northeast, and the leaves and the trees is like do you guys have those here? When I came in, it was raining, so I didn't really see, but you have it here. Okay. We don't have that in Texas. It's just not. We don't really have seasons. It's either 9 degrees and the power fails, or it's like 120, and those are the two seasons. So I was driving along, and the trees are just amazing. It's just glorious. Like, I'm driving along. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and I thought in that moment, look at the digital clock. Like, probably this is going to line up, and you've never, like, tested this. And so I looked down and thinking maybe I'd see 12:12 or something. I mean, it was much later in the afternoon, but still, I was like, maybe just magically my clock broke and it's 12:12, and I looked down and it was 4:37. I know. Totally. It took me like 5 minutes, but I was like, woohoo, spirits and angels. Was exactly at the right time. All of the angels were telling me to pay attention, and all the numbers were standing in line. Was the easiest of days. There was unexpected sunshine, it was all that I could see, and everything was going my way. And I wonder if you hadn't waited till the morning after the night, if you might have seen the same things, you might have seen the same bright light, like a beacon, like a bell. Or maybe it's just as well, wherever you are. There's no way to tell you now. Was an ornament of stars. There was magic that I could not comprehend. There were bells and they were ringing like guitars. Wasn't upside down. I could have cried if I had thought a little harder, but I was laughing up until I hit the ground. And I know the ground's still shaking. Oh, the ground continues to shake. And for all the good I might give, oh, it's more than a share that I take. It's a token, it's a shell. Or maybe it's just as well, wherever you are. There's no way to tell you now. And when my heart got bigger, I could see you better. Yeah, when my heart got bigger, I could see you better. Yeah, when my heart got bigger, I could see been that way, but they were friends and they were girls. And I was troubled by the world of men, and I spent far too many days misguided misdirection of the heart. And it took some time to navigate that maze, and every morning is an exclamation. There are stories that are forming every night, and a note's not to win or lose. There's only reaching for the light. It's beacon, it's a bell. I never have felt so well, but wherever you are, there's no way to tell you now. Thank you. All right, that should have stretched him a little bit. What's that? It is a John Allison. He's an Austin luthier. He made me this guitar in 2011. People move here from Austin? Yeah. They're very happy about it. Oh, nice. Lots of people or just a couple? Just a couple. 7 people, okay. Seems about
7 like really broke people.
I've only been here a couple of times in the last 15 or 20 years to play music. But when I was a kid, I came here, not a lot, but I came here probably 3 or 4 times because this is where my mom's from. She grew up in Pittsburgh. And my mom's brother, my Uncle Bill, is here tonight. And what neighborhood did you all grow up in? South Hills. Okay. All right.
I graduated and moved back after 50 years of being away.
Yeah, we used to. Most of the times we came here when I was a kid, I was pretty young, I think, and I just have vague memories of going to my grandma's apartment. She had an apartment with a swimming pool. It was very exciting. It was a swimming pool. And then my grandpa they were divorced, and he had an apartment and no swimming pool. Yeah, we used to stay with grandma. We would visit grandpa a little, but no swimming pool. So, and we weren't allowed to have ice cream in the back seat of his car. Although one time he relented and he took us for ice cream, and he would get new cars like every. I think Mom said he would do the lease thing, and he always had a new car. And I may be like exaggerating the details of this story, but it was like a Lincoln or a. Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't end badly. Well, I mean, not for me anyway. But I swear he had like a Buick or a Lincoln or something with like white upholstery, like white leather upholstery. And my favorite ice cream flavor was black licorice, which they like don't even make anywhere. It's really hard to find. But there was an incident with the black licorice and the white leather upholstery, as far as I remember it. Yep. Checks out. But anyway, it's nice to be back here because I did as a child. My dad's from San Francisco and my mom was from here, so the late 70s were a much better time to be Pirates and Steelers fans than Giants and 49ers fans. But then in the 80s we had Joe Montana, so we switched back. Anyway, that's this is what's that?
Joe Montana is from here.
He's from Pittsburgh.
He's from Vanessa, like
Oh, okay.
southwestern Pennsylvania.
Interesting. I did not know that. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And Dan Marino. I don't even like
Wow. There's like some sort of like spooky quarterback breeding ground in western Pennsylvania. Wow. And Johnny Unitas? That's unreal. Wow. All right. My quarterback days are, if they ever were, they're in the past. That's
I mean, it kind of like boomeranging, just saying.
right. Well, this song is not about football. It's not about Pittsburgh, but it is about rain, and it was a lovely rainy day today, driving through whatever the mountain range to the east of here is. The Alleghenies. I knew I had seen a sign and then forgot. I was watching girls going by on bicycles in Osaka in the rain. Riding with one hand holding umbrellas in Osaka in the rain. And I thought if I took some pictures and read some Buddhist scripture, oh my gosh, I completely forgot the words to my song. At this point in the evening, I'd like you to remember all the times I did remember the words to my songs, which at this point far outweigh the if I if I took some pictures and read some Buddhist scripture, if I brought them home, and though I was alone, you could see me walking in Osaka in the rain. I was looking up and feeling down in Osaka in the rain, spinning upside down and around in Osaka in the rain. And it's tomorrow where I am, seems I've left you behind again. Even if I stop, the world will not. I would still be walking in Osaka in the rain. Osaka in the rain. This bullet train's got superpowers in Osaka in the rain. And I'm getting used to rocking this way. When I gotta go, that's when I wanna stay. I'll come again, and I'll bring you then. We'll go walking in Osaka in the rain. All right. Howdy, y'all. Thank you very much. want to play you one that I wrote for my wife. My wife, Kathy, and I met in high school. We were, you all right? Okay. We were in a musical together called Snoopy. It's the lesser-known sequel to You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I played the part of Charlie Brown, and she played the part of Peppermint Patty. Thank you. Apparently so. And when we first started dating, right before we started dating, I was dating another girl in high school, and she had broken up with me and broke my heart. I was unfortunately already writing songs at the time. And so when I met my future wife, I said, listen, we can totally go out, but I cannot write you any love songs, for that part of my life is over.
How long have you been married?
We've been married some amount of years. I don't know.
Married for 52.
Nice. That's fantastic.
Tell us what happened.
That's fantastic. Much to her credit, she said, "Yeah, whatever. I don't care." So we've this year, I think our anniversary of our first date's like 32 years, and we've been married for some amount of time less than that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Over the years, I did in fact write her some love songs, and I wrote some apology songs and a bunch of other kinds of songs as well. And this particular song is a subgenre of songs, very specific subgenre, that is the "I'm sorry that upon the birth of our first child, we decided to quit our day jobs and pursue careers in the arts and now cannot afford to pay the mortgage" song. It's a very important subgenre of songs. It's a little step in the right direction, couldn't see it from space, but I'm right next to you. Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back, we're on the same track. In the universe, you're a molecule. In my eyes, you're a great big deal, bigger than the moon. You're the only tune I hear. I've got your back, we're on the same track. And if we're moving, then we're moving together. And if we're standing still, then it's still forever. I'm not a psychic, I'm not a mind reader. I don't know when our ship's gonna be here, or if it never comes in. I would do it all again. I've got your back, we're on the same track. And if a big wave washed it all away, the apocalypse and the judgment day, well, I would testify, looking God in the eye, saying I got her back, we're on the same track. And if we're moving, then we're moving together. And if we're standing still, then it's still forever. It's a little step in the right direction, couldn't see it from space, but I'm right next to you. Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back, we're on the same track. And if we're moving, then we're moving together. And if we're standing still, then it's still forever.
Pay for the dream.
I think I may have mentioned that I have a brand new record. It's like brand new. Yeah. What's that?
Are there t-shirts?
There's brand new T-shirts as well, Brad. I know. Everything is brand new. But I made this record. I recorded it in 2019, and I sat around for a little bit. But when I was making this record, I did a little bit of thematic stuff, which I don't always do. But I ended up writing a bunch of songs kind of using the same chord progressions, which felt like either an interesting thematic thing to do, or I'm just really, really lazy. And it's probably a combination of both of those things. But what I'd like to do right now is play you two songs that kind of use the same chord progression, by and large, not entirely. But one of them, this first one, is one that took me, I don't know, like a year and a half or 2 years to finish writing. It's not, you're going to listen to it and go, really? But it did. It took me a little while. Everything, you okay? You doing all right? Okay, just checking. I don't want to make sure nobody's like on the ground, needs resuscitating. Okay. Got you, right, exactly. First wave, pre-wave. Yeah. Avoid the rush. But yeah, so this song took me a while to write, and it's another one I wrote for my wife. It's called Anniversary, and the thing with anniversaries is that it's a date, right? And in our relationship, I remember the date of our wedding, and my wife does not. So I can be anywhere in the world, and I just call my wife on our anniversary, and I say, "Happy anniversary," and she goes, "Oh my God, I forgot." And I go, "I know, I remembered," and I win, and that's what marriage is about. I don't know what you heard, but heard it too. I don't know if what a bird will do, all the flying things built around building wings made out of whatever you were. I don't know if the words are rolling right out the door of my mouth. It's my mouth to bite off the tongue where the words have begun to remain written down in where you are. What a place we have arrived. I couldn't find it again if I tried. The small geography of an anniversary. I don't know if the time was time to save all the years all at once. The single day to begin again, made to be built within words that were made up where we were. I don't know if we made the right mistake, starting over and over. The bumps and breaks in the bones and hearts, saving the broken parts, making up whatever we were. Ah, what a place we have arrived. I couldn't find it again if I tried. The small geography of an anniversary. Thank you very much. All right, same chord progression. Here we go again. This is a song that I wrote while running around Town Lake in Austin, Texas. I like to run, and I wrote this song in about 20 minutes, and I went home, and I was so excited that I had a whole song that just dropped into my head while I was running, and I wrote it down, and I looked at it, and I was like, that's ridiculous. And so I left it alone for a while, and I came back and looked at it later, and I was like, nope, it's still ridiculous. But then I put it in a folder, and I took it to the studio, and I put it on the record anyway. So... I told you that I didn't like to dance, but I do. I really love it, it's true. But I'm embarrassed in front of you. I act a whole lot tougher than I am in front of you. And pretty much my whole life through, I have forgotten what it is I do. I'm not angry anymore. I'm so angry all the time, and all the energy, all the people been so good to me. I'm not angry, I'm so angry. Told you that I never really cry, but that's a lie. I cross my heart, I hope to die. I didn't mean it, I cry. On the sidewalk or in a rainstorm, a scarecrow standing in the corn, hanging on lampposts with my umbrella hanging. I got my tap shoes and I'm so happy singing songs sung blue. And dear Frank Mills, the sound of music spinning on the Swiss hills. Officer Krupke, if I was a rich man. Conrad Birdie kissing girls 'cause he can. I'm not angry anymore. I'm so angry all the time, and all the energy. I'm not angry anymore. I'm so angry all the time, and all the energy, all the people been so good to me. I'm not angry, I'm not angry, I'm so angry. Told you that I didn't like to dance, but I do. I really love it, it's true. But I'm embarrassed in front of you. No, Scarecrow was like a week ago.
It was last week.
It was last week. I don't even know. I don't remember what my Scarecrow prompt was.
You have 2 songs that feature scarecrows.
Sure, I mean, maybe 6. I have no way of knowing. No way of knowing at this point. There's just thousands of songs.
What's the luthier who built your guitar?
John Allison is his name. I believe he is retired, but his guitars are still floating around Austin. I've seen some others occasionally.
Somebody on the YouTube stream wants to know.
Ah, well, tell them.
Thought maybe it was a Taylor.
Nah,
No.
it's not a Taylor. And it's also got new strings that I put on yesterday that I'm convinced are a different style than I usually use, even though they came in the same package. They sound deceptively different, acceptably different. Suitably different. I don't know.
They sound good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. They sound different to me. I've been playing on like deadened strings for the last 6 days, but I will. I'll play a game song that may have been right before you joined the game, Brad. I'm not sure, but it was early pandemic, so it was probably a couple weeks in, which is possible.
Yeah, I feel like I joined slightly pre-pandemic, but I could be wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I can never think of the lyrics to my songs unless I'm singing them, but it's something about the sea floor. On the sea floor. Did you write that one?
No.
Okay. This might have been a couple weeks before you joined. Yeah, I know. But this really was about 2 weeks into the lockdown in Austin. I'm scared, of course I am. I read the same things that you read to me. Go softly into bed, to sleep, to dream without conclusion. I can't decide what to wear. What's going on with my hair? You understand me. I beg you to demand of me and stay here forevermore on the sea floor. I can see the yard at night, and when the moon is broken over the trees, are shadows in real time. I know that I'm a bit more manic than I'd be inclined not to care. What's going on with my hair? You understand me. I beg you to demand of me and stay here forevermore on the sea floor, on the sea floor. What is this floating feeling like? I've never been deep sea diving. I feel so heavy, yet so light. I am scared, of course I am. I've only been around for years and years. All look the same to me. A honeybee, a hummingbird in a frame. I can't complain. What's going on with my brain? You understand me. I beg you to demand of me and stay here forevermore on the sea floor, on the sea floor, on the sea floor. All right, I'll do one more song game song that I think Brand New Blue. Is that one you did?
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Do you like Brand New Blue?
I don't think I did.
I'm a squirrel, so.
Oh, you're a squirrel.
From Glenn's
Nice.
side. That's from.
Did Glenn put it on his record, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Already pre-ordered. Yep.
Welcome, squirrels. Squirrels? I don't know. Are you just a squirrel adjacent?
I'm a solo squirrel.
Okay, squirrel adjacency, squirrel. Okay, fantastic. Just so you all know, our friend and fellow game member Glenn Phillips, who was doing a lot of like online stuff during the pandemic, his fan base are squirrels, and I believe that was because Glenn himself identifies as squirrel. Yeah, somebody goes, "Hey, look, a squirrel," like that. Yeah, and so during the yeah. So he would like try to read the comments and then just digress and go over here. So he had me on his show during the pandemic, and then some of the squirrels showed up on my feed the next Sunday when I was playing my online concert. So I have some squirrels. Nice, very nice. Oh, nice. Well, this song sadly is not about squirrels, but it is about an animal, and this is a song that my daughter, who was in college during the pandemic, texted me one day, and she said, "Dad, what are you watching on TV? Like, what's your show right now?" And I said, whatever I said. I don't. I watch a lot of Law and Order. I like Law and Order. Dun dun. Yeah. Anyway, and I watched a lot of other things too. But she said, "Dad, you really ought to watch the Tiger Show." And this was at a point in the pandemic when it did kind of seem like everybody maybe could have been and maybe was watching the same show, because there were new shows that would come out, and so everybody, like, what are you going to do? You're stuck in your house, you're going to watch the show. But I didn't want to watch the Tiger Show, and she said, "Dad, you really should watch the Tiger Show." I said, "I'm not going to watch the Tiger Show." And we went back and forth like that for a little bit, and then she kept pestering me, and I said, why do you want me to watch the Tiger Show? And she said, "Because I want you to write a song about it." And I said, "Well, I'll do you one better. I will not watch the Tiger Show, and I will still write a song about it." So, thank you very much. This is the Tiger song, or Brand New Blue. No, thank you. I don't want to watch the Tiger Woods documentary. I know. Really, really good. And he's probably a nice guy trying to get by. And golf is fine, it's fine. I know. There's more to it than that. It's so very quiet right before the sun comes up. Then the brand new blue's a baby of a color, colors everything we do. Tell me a little bit more about it. I'm not stuck like a truck in the mud. I know. It's complicated. All these phrases authoritative. I'm invisible sitting in the next room. I know. I do declare it's so very quiet right before the sun comes up. Then the brand new blue's a baby of a color, colors everything we do. Maybe I'll watch the Tiger documentary, even though I'm scared that tigers might eat me. I know. The more you know. Thank you so much for having me, Brad. This is really lovely. Thank you. What's that?
Now I've had a bunch of wine and I could get out a saxophone.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
mean,
I'll do this. You said this was your favorite song, so I'll do this one.
Well, I mean, I have a lot of favorite songs of yours, but this is one of them.
Well, is this one suitable for the saxophone?
I mean, the saxophone can happen regardless, but it's mostly about.
Very diverse.
No, this is great, Brad. I
is a great intro to the saxophone.
You want large or small?
I don't know. Probably small on this one.
I think small. Let's go small.
Let's go small.
Yeah, judgment is clearly impaired.
It's also a medium.
I think we've reached impaired judgment stage. But this is my living room, so.
It's true. Yeah, there's no harm, no foul.
If I pull out a saxophone and start playing it like. But can I say what I love about this song?
Sure.
It's so. I love being surprised by songs because I listen to a lot of folk music made by lovely, well-intentioned people,
Sure.
and they express sentiments that I relate to and like, but I'm not surprised by. So I nod my head, but I'm not moved necessarily. So if you want to move me, you have to like catch me off guard, right, and then knock me off balance.
Yeah.
Which is easier to do when you've had a lot of wine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I just like being surprised
Yeah.
by something that makes me, and this song surprises me because it starts at this thing that's completely impossible, and then it ends up, you know.
I mean, I'm operating under the idea that it's all possible.
It's all the feelings, but it's there.
Well, it's more anthropomorphizing and/or animals. So we've gone from squirrel to tigers to bears. Was it? Yeah, it should be a key of F. And also, Shane was mentioning to me that he maybe heard me or was looking through some John D. Graham stuff and found me. And this song was inspired by one of John D.'s paintings. He's a good dear friend of mine and songwriter in Austin, and he paints these bears. And John D's a lifelong musician, and maybe 15 years ago he started painting these bears. And they're like very simple kind of line drawing bears that initially he would kind of draw one to be a bear in the woods, and maybe there's a tree and the bear's looking at the tree, and that's it. And then more and more they were like a bear with sunglasses and a cell phone and a cigarette sitting at a like coffee table having coffee, and it says bear calls publicist. It's like stuff like that. And so John D gave me a bear painting that is a picture of a bear with a blanket over its arm, and it says El Valiente, the valiant one. And I've had it on the wall of my office for a long time. And Brad was asking if this song was a song game song, and I don't think it was. It's possible it was, and I've forgotten, but I don't think it was. But I was sitting at the table, and I had this a good friend of ours, a friend of my family's, who she had lost her husband maybe a few years before, and she wrote me an email that was in response to a gig email I sent out, and I said, I'm playing a show at my sister's vineyard. My sister and her husband run a vineyard up in Oregon, and I said, I'm playing a show there. And so this old family friend responded, and she said, I remember being at your sister's vineyard when your sister got married, and it was just such a beautiful day, and her husband was still alive and with her at this wedding, and it really was a glorious day in the Willamette Valley in Oregon at this beautiful vineyard. And she wrote in her email, she said, I just remember thinking that day, like, this must be what heaven is like. And so I just had that line and John D's bear, and started writing this song. Yeah. Bear moved into the city, and all of the work dried up. Put it all in his pickup truck, and drove down the mountain. And he scoured the classified ads for a window with the view of the trees. Signed his name, got a set of keys, and the empty light of a room. And he said, wonder if this is what heaven is like. What if it means I'm more dead than alive? What would I be if I turned out the light before night fell? The bear walked a while for groceries, and everyone stared at the ground, moving to the beat of the sound, the voices of the engines, and the sidewalk toward his feet, and it hurt just a little more to open and close the door, the bodega on the corner. And he said, wonder if this is what heaven is like. What if it means I'm more dead than alive? What would I be if I turned out the light before night fell? In the old days, we would up and run. In the old days, we were so young. All right, Brad. Bear laid down on a park bench and stared straight up at the sky, waiting on the first starlight in the space between the buildings. And he stayed awake all night with the cars and the people, and his fingers formed a steeple pointed at the sky. He said, wonder if this is what heaven is like. What if it means I'm more dead than alive? What would I be if I turned out the light before night fell? Brad Yoder on the saxophone. We haven't done that since Folk Alliance.
Yeah. Yeah, Aubrey. Thanks for coming. Nice to see you too.
Are you going to Asbury Park?
No.
Oh.
What? Oh, did somebody say as?
Sarah.
Oh, sorry. No,
Sarah.
I'm not.
The flute player. Excellent flute player just walked out.
Nice. She's gone. Thank you again so much, all of you, for coming out. It's very nice of you to come out and support, and thanks to Brad for putting it on. I'm going to just do a few more songs for you, but yeah, thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. Thanks to all 12 people on the internet.
Totally. Well, and thank you. So the person running the live stream, I did not catch your name, I don't believe. Wes. Thank you, Wes, for doing the video. And Peter, thank you so much for running the sound. I really do appreciate it. So I want to play a couple little short things here that I don't know. I know everybody kind of has their own different, when it comes to holidays and what we celebrate, I know everybody's a little different. So no offense intended, but I don't know if anybody else here celebrates Songtober. Is that anybody? No? No. Okay. It's just me. Aside from writing a couple songs a week for the games that I'm in, every October for the last 4 years, I write a song a day for the entire month of October. And they're very, very short songs. But in 2019, when I was driving out to Portland, Oregon to make a record with the producer Tucker Martine, I was leaving my house on October 1st, and as I was walking out the door, my wife said, do you want to do Inktober with me and the kids? Do you guys know what Inktober is? No. Yeah, like visual artists. There's a guy who kind of came up with it. I forget his name, but he puts up a list of prompts for 31 days in October, and artists are encouraged to draw pictures each day in ink, so you can't, so it's harder to edit, and just post it online. It's just a kind of a community art thing. And so my wife and kids were going to do that in October in 2019, and I don't draw very well. And I told my wife, I don't draw. I'm not good at drawing. And she said, well, why don't you do songs instead? Do Songtober. And I was like, sure, absolutely. So I wrote a song a day, every day in October 2019, which was a pretty good year for me. I made this record. I was having a good time. I think 2019 was great for everybody, probably. That's my assumption. Certainly in retrospect. And then the next year, October rolled around, as 2020. It wasn't as good. Things weren't as good. But I did Songtober again, and I wrote another 31 songs. So someday I'm going to put out a record with 62 one-minute songs called A Tale of Two Tobers. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And that is that's what I'm going to do. But the very first day, I was after a 10-hour drive from Austin, I arrived at my hotel, my Holiday Inn Express. I'm a platinum member, in Deming, New Mexico. And I wrote this song. The prompt was Ring. I do not wear a ring, but my heart is around, and my love is a circle that rolls on the ground. And though I may be gone when the leaves change their color, I don't want no other than you. My neck is always bare, no lockets or chains. Though I remain untethered, I still feel the pain of longing and loneliness tugging at my chest. I am not at my best without you. Please understand, I am a trustworthy man. I love you for forever, and I promise to be true. But I had a bad experience way back before I met you. And when you say my precious, it's a little bit too soon. For I do not wear a ring, but my heart is around, and my love is a circle that rolls on the ground. And though I may be gone when the leaves change their color, I don't want no other than you. Thank you. So when I got up there to Portland, I told Tucker Martine, I said, hey, I wrote a bunch of songs on my way up here. He's like, really? I go, yeah, they're great. They're fantastic. I want to put them on the record. And he was like, okay, play them for me. And so I played him like 8 songs, and he was like, most of those are terrible. I said, I know, it doesn't matter. And but he said, that one right there doesn't totally suck, so we can put that one on the record. What if I lost you in a dream of someone else, in a hall full of mirrors with visions of myself, and every me that tried to pass as me beyond the looking glass would guess that when it comes down to it, I really couldn't do it, 'cause I'm mindless. What if I woke up with someone else's voice, no words to worry, no choosing a choice, 'cause everything I say or said, it came out of a different head, I guess. That when it came down to it, I really couldn't do it, 'cause I'm mindless. All right, Brad. What if I lost you in a dream of someone else, in a hall full of mirrors with visions of myself, and every me that tried to pass as me beyond the looking glass would guess that when it came down to it, I really couldn't do it, 'cause I'm mindless. Yes, I'm mindless. I'm fortuitously mindless. Ooh. Very lovely, Brad.
That was like too jazzy for me not to play. That was we should mention it's not too late to put money in Matt's jar over there, and you can also check out his merch,
Sure.
which includes T-shirts. And
T-shirts?
apparently, the newest T-shirt has what on it?
A night owl, an owl.
An owl.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is no, all owls are night owls, I suppose. But it is a night owl because I have a song called Night Owl.
And thanks to all of you for being here. Thanks to people listening on the internet, wherever you are. There's some guy named David Patrick who's awesome
Great.
on the YouTube stream.
Welcome, David.
And thanks to Peter for doing sound and Wes for doing videos. And yeah, thanks for Matt for playing. Of all the places in Pittsburgh you could play, here you are, right here in the living room, and that's amazing.
It's the best place, man.
So thanks to Uncle Bill.
Absolutely.
We'll do this again. I don't have another one planned, but I'll figure it out. So now that this is the first indoor one, Annie Sumi was going to play at my house, who's from Canada, who's a great songwriter. And it was right as COVID hit. And she texted me and she's like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to try to get across the border and go home.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I mean, I could not argue with that logic. So that was whatever that was at the very, very beginning,
2020.
2020. And this is the first indoor one since then. So it's amazing.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you all. When the lights went out, we all gathered together held each other's hand. When the lights went out,
What did we do next after the lights went out?
when the lights went out, we all gathered together and held each other's hands. When the lights went out, we forgot about the hours, remembering our friends. When the lights went out, we were scared about the future and thankful for being here today. When the lights went out, we had to light the way. When the lights went out, we all said that we were sorry, and everybody cried. When the lights went out, we all held what we could carry, and everybody tried. When the lights went out, we were so damn angry and sad for the love that got away. When the lights went out, we had to light the way. When the lights went out, we all stared into darkness till it was aglow. When the lights went out, we imagined an ending, tried to let it go. When the lights went out, we could not believe it, and we believed we couldn't say. When the lights went out, we had to light the way. When the lights went out, we had to light the way.
Thank you all so much.
Definitely check out his merch. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks to Miro for playing. Thanks to Wes and Peter for doing sound video. And yeah, thanks to Matt for stopping in on his
Thank you.
many travels.